Stick me water in my pocket. What's happening, guys? Update from Cork City, just out of the district court. Well, out of there now, a couple of minutes. I just had a bit of a long phone call to take before getting your update. But the court case went as I supposed to be expected. I was in just for a hearing. The judge was very nice. It wasn't the same judge who presided over the case day one. So it's like day one they brought me in to give me a date, and then they brought me in after they gave me a date to give me another date. I really don't understand the court system, but that's the process. You get in, they accept jurisdiction, and you get in and they set a date for a hearing. Unless you plead guilty. If I pleaded guilty there and then, they probably would have dealt with it probably there and then. But because of the fact I pleaded not guilty, I'm going to be back in on the 31st of January. The judge, as I said, was very nice. We got a load of cops over there on the chat. But the judge, as I said, was very nice. She how would I say, she was trying to extend the free legal aid to me on several times. In fact, as I was actually leaving the court, she was like, Mr. Condon, just before you go, look, if you happen to change your mind, if you're chatting with your friends over the coming weeks, and you change your mind about legal representation, she said, look, there's an open invitation there just to get in touch with the court, and free legal aid can be appointed to you. So that was very nice of her, in fairness. She kind of smiled when I stood up, and she seen the old ensemble, freaking head to toe representing. So she kind of knew there was something up anyway. There was a little, kind of a small little crack of a smile, like she didn't give away a whole lot, like. But it'd be interesting to see if that would be actually the judge. I think her name was Marion O'Leary. She was very nice. It'll be interesting to see if she'll be actually the judge presiding over the case when it comes up the 31st of January. But given that it's the 31st of January, then the other case in Middleton is actually going to be up on the 30th of January. So we get not one, but 2 days in a row of action for cannabis reform in Ireland, where I have to go into the court. It's going to be arguing that the prohibition of cannabis has violated my rights, enshrined under the Constitution, enshrined under the European Convention on Human Rights. So we'll see how that argument holds up in court. We'll be fucking taking it as far as I can take it. I do believe that the prohibition of cannabis actually is in violation of a number of our rights. But until people actually get up and fight for that, then we won't get those rights back. Kind of reading through the debates that were held in the Oireachtas back in the 70s. I know there's a few bikes coming across, so sorry if it's going to get noisy. Represent. I was getting reminded of that South Park episode of the bikers. But yeah, as I was saying, hopefully that argument holds up in the court. I'm going to be arguing that the prohibition of cannabis violates our constitutional rights, our human rights. So we'll see what happens there. The 30th of January in Middleton, the 31st of January back in Cork City District Court. So I'm going to head off now, as I'm going to be a free man, it seems, for the Christmas period. I get to enjoy Christmas with my family, as I should do, right? I've done nothing to be fucking denied that opportunity, to be fair. Nothing justifies denying me that opportunity, or my kids that opportunity. So I'm going to go off, do a little bit of preparations for Christmas there now as I'm in the city. And I've enjoyed a festive period with my family, and I hope everybody else out there will be able to do the same. I hope that this prohibition of cannabis is not going to be bringing anybody away, taking anybody away from their family over the coming weeks and months and whatever, like, because no family should be missing, having an empty chair just because of the prohibition of cannabis. So guys, stay blazed out there, keep it lit. I'll be back with more 420 news and interviews as well over the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for that. Peace, stay blazed, keep it lit.